Lost my love. Funky. Lost my love. Lost my love.
Nie jeży.
I'm not real big on disclaimers, but I've got to mention that the riser set on the Hadron XX by Dudek is among the most complicated sets of risers available on paragliders today. This is not to be an instructional video. I just want to kind of take you through a riser swap and what I did to make it happen. Again, not instructional, but maybe educational to some degree. So here you go. Enjoy the video. Just to kind of give you an overview of what I'm doing, I'm going to lay out the risers. I've just got there's the new one there. I've already replaced this one. I was going to use this one to do some detail. I'm going to lay everything out so that the A's are to the inside and the brakes are to the outside. I'm going to take this new set of risers and lay them on the inside, and I'm just going to work my way in. I'm going to comb out the lines and make sure that everything is where it needs to be, that the risers are laying just like they would be flying. See, busted O-ring right there. Already can see. I'm going to take the new risers, I'm going to lay them out just the same, and I'm going to work A's. I'm going to move them, A's. And I'm going to inspect everything as I do it, just sort of be methodical in my method, and everything should go on right. Also, make sure everything's tight, very important. I'm going to loosen everything in the beginning. I'm going to tighten them as I go and get everything on there, and then I'm going to do a double check by hand to make sure I can't untighten the mullions. If you're going to tackle something as advanced as a riser change, even a line change, it's not something that you want to be scared of, but you do want to do it correctly. If you run into a situation that looks like, oh boy, I have to cut something, it's wrong. You should never have to cut anything. The tip steering toggle, for example, the way it was tied on, the ring was welded and there was no way to undo the knot. So I thought, okay, maybe it's on up the line. So I looked at the other end of the line, and of course it was just a simple loop. I had to pull the top part of the line down through the guide, reattach it on the new one, pull it all the way back through. There's always a way to solve the puzzle without damaging anything. Just look at it like a puzzle, and you want to solve it correctly. Be methodical. At the same time, I'm inspecting everything and making sure that the mullions are in good shape, that the new risers don't have any manufacturing defects. I'm also checking for O-rings. Most of mine have popped off and degraded. You want to put new O-rings onto those lines. Sometimes they can slide on those mullions, and it'll cause increased wear on the lines, and you might end up with a line break. So it's important to get those O-rings back on there to hold the line. There's videos on the internet that show you how to do that. I'm not going to go into any detail there. I'm also making an adjustment. The magnetic toggles, they clamp above the pulleys, and I want them to clamp below the pulleys. On these Hadron risers, the flap system, I basically do not use the flap system. I haven't touched it in years. What I'm going to do is put the magnetic attachments over the flaps so that they're inoperable, basically. There has been incidents where someone has pulled the flaps in and let the trims out, and the wing doesn't fly anymore. It basically folds up and you plow into your death. I don't want to do that. In fact, I think the new risers, in fact, I know I saw a brand new Hadron and they've got the flaps locked out, like completely locked out. You have to take a safety device out to even get them to work. So it looks like I lost the rest of my video there. But I got the risers swapped out. Everything was good. Everything flies great. Again, another huge shout out and much love to Mr. Josh Bowden, Nebraska PPG, for trading out those Hadron XX risers with me. Now he's got an old used up Kylo pair to go on his simulator. Thanks again. I got some good stuff coming. Stay tuned. Much love. Kyle out.